Nice.
So your relationship with your little brother Oliver in this film, he's the person who looks up to you, asks you for advice. Is there any relationships that you use from your own personal life to help better develop your character?
I mean, the closest thing, I have a little sister myself, and it's just me and her, and we're extremely close. So that's kind of one of the things that attracted me to this was Oliver and Ray's relationship, because I saw so much of my own relationship with my little sister. Looking up, I mean, I look up to my parents, so that's kind of, how I see Oliver looking up to Ray, but I love kids, so being able to be on set with Nico every day was just so much fun for me.
And do you want kids soon? I felt like with that comment, it was like, I love kids.
I don't know if I'm ready quite yet, but one day, absolutely.
Okay,
Can't
one
wait.
day. And Constance, I read on your Facebook page that you said this was one of the saddest characters that you've ever had to play. How do you bring hope to a character that's just so broken?
It's, you kind of figure it out as you go, but I did feel with the script, it was written so well that you get to see the progression happen throughout the movie. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of happening as we were filming it, which was a really cool experience because she was so broken and she had done a lot of pretty horrible things to her kids. And, being a mom myself, it's like also it is very hard when you fall into playing these characters where you're like, oh, how could somebody do this? But what you have to do is you have to separate it, and it's a story to tell. And it's the story between, my character and Ray was really two adults trying to grow and like come back together. And you really can't plan how that's going to happen or how you're going to be able to portray that. And working with Taylor was so great because sometimes he would just look at me and I was like, oh God, I've hurt you so much. Like it was really like, especially our first scene, which I thought it was so hard to be able to say like, I know you've done all of this work, but now I'm here, I'm the mother, I'm going to take him back and it doesn't matter. And those scenes then fueled like the next scenes of like, how do you get hope from that? How do you come back? And I have to say it was really such an incredible relationship with everybody, directing, acting, writing, that I was able to find it as we went along. Because it was hard. I mean, it was really hard, like even wanting to play the character. I was like, I have to believe that I'm going to show people there is hope and that she deserves a second chance, because we all deserve second chances, especially if we're willing to do the work. And my character was willing to do the work, and that's what I had to constantly fight for and believe in. And I was like, this is my goal, is to remind people she's ready. She's ready to do the work. And but it was hard, and it was really sad. It's a really sad, I have not played this broken and like this. She's not weak, but she has been weakened. Mm-hmm. So.
And I could see that relationship definitely between you guys in the film. And, I could tell this film touched on a lot of things. Sadly, we can't go into all of them. But one of them I thought was somebody who's young, who's not ready to go into adulthood, but is forced into it. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me what you want audiences to get a little bit out of that when they watch the movie?
Yeah, I mean, I think this movie is great for like the younger generation, the teens and young adults, because everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of people can relate to that, wanting to rebel against your parents and like, seeing eye to eye with them and, just wanting a fresh new start. And that's really what Ray is going through. And you're right that he was absolutely forced into growing up super quickly, very young, by raising a kid alone. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people can relate to it. What am I trying to say here?
No, because it being a good movie for youth to watch is that we have all been hurt in some way or another. I think as kids, whether it was your parents doing or it was siblings or friends or a stranger. And I think this movie is about growth and learning to live and grow through the mistakes that you might have had in your life and in your upbringing, and know that that's not the be all and end all, but that we all can rise above it, and we can all kind of take them and grow from them and become better, stronger people, I think.
Because by the end of the movie, you know, maybe Lola and Ray aren't able to see exactly eye to eye, but they're able to get to a common ground and forgive each other and be able to respect each other.